Hello, my beautiful Libras. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to your weekly forecast. This is going to be your forecast for the week. Let me get everything started here. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Happy birthday to those of you guys whose birthday falls on today. It is Libra season. It's feeling good. It's feeling good. First, I'm not even going to lie. I had to adjust with getting into Libra season. This might be you too. But I did have to adjust. I had a lot of stuff going on. Libra season came on with a bang. Okay. So I definitely had to do a lot of adjusting for this Libra season. But right now we are feeling really, really good. Really, really good. I'm just in the energy of like moving forward. Okay, in the energy of forward moving, in the energy of loving myself, like truly, y'all, like not even like just saying it because it sounds good and everybody talking about self-love, but changing my self-talk, changing up my thoughts of how I think about certain things. And when I go through things, sometimes I'll be like, well, yeah, you shouldn't have, I point the blame. And I could be a little bit harsh with myself, and really, really noticing that, and really, really getting down to mothering myself and being there for myself the way that I always wanted to, the way that I always, dreamed of having. I can create that relationship within myself. And the voice of the Divine Mother came to me too. And I'll say this, like, she wants us to stop blaming ourselves for other people's mistakes. Stop blaming ourselves. The moment we stop blaming ourselves and we start to give ourselves grace, immediately we give other people grace. And this is why you can't find it in yourself to give other people grace, because you can't find it in yourself to give yourself grace. You feel like what you did was too bad, or you should have known better, or blah, blah, blah. Stop blaming yourself for things that you didn't know. You just kind of like that child, that parent that just has that finger out to that inner child, like, you should have known better. Well, who was going to teach me? I didn't know. And it kind of gets to the point where that's why you can't find grace. That's why you can't give grace to other people. That's why you're having a hard time truly kind of like connecting or things like that. It's because you're finding a hard time to forgive yourself over something. You're finding a hard time to kind of like give your own self grace, to nurture yourself, to tell yourself the words that you really want to hear. And it's that it was not your fault. You did not deserve it. You did not need it. This is not something that you needed to go through. Stop trying to make excuses or trying to accommodate the dysfunction or the pain or the hurt or the whatever that you dealt with in your life to try to make yourself seem like it's okay. And you should muster it up. You should know how to deal with it. You should have had the solutions when the people before us didn't have the solutions. When we watched our mothers and our grandmothers and our grandfathers and our uncles and our aunties not have the solutions, who was going to teach you these solutions? There's a need for you to be a little bit more graceful with yourself and understanding with yourself. Definitely. We kind of like pointing the blame on each other, to make it feel good for pointing the blame on ourselves. So just praying for some more graceful self-relationships, unconditional relationships, loving yourself regardless, like talking to yourself kind. Like, you can talk to yourself kind. You can speak to yourself with kind, loving words. All right, let's see. What is the energy of the week? Is displacement. We talked about being in some area of displacement, and being in the area of displacement, I'm so glad that this card came up, because we talked about being blessed in God preparing the table, preparing the feast in the presence of your enemies. And believe it or not, this displacement that you're in, this is where the table gets prepared. So definitely make sure that you bring this like you build the table so the feast can get prepared here. So this feeling of displacement, for some of you guys, you feel like you could be in a place in your life where everything has gone to like everything, nothing is working right. You see this? Everything is dirt everywhere. No one has respect for anything. You're in a place with scavengers. You're in a place with people. The environment, it really reflects off the people that's around. You go to a certain, you can do this with going to different neighborhoods. You go to one neighborhood, you see how certain people react, and I say everybody, and then you go to another neighborhood and you see that something is not, you know, happening there, versus like schools, versus like workplace environments, things like that. So in this type of environment, the people in that environment, they have a certain type of personality. They have a certain type of energy that they bring to this environment, because this is the environment. Now, this is going to be funny, but this is something that my mother used to say all the time. It's going to be funny. This is something that my mother used to say all the time when we'd go to like public bathrooms and they would be like a total mess. She would say, I should have pissed on the floor because everybody else did. And so now me and my sister, now my mother's gone in the heavens above looking at all of us. Me and my sister, we make that joke when we go to the bathroom. She's like, how was that? Girl, I should have pissed on the floor. It looked like everybody else did. It's just the, you cracking myself up. It's just because of the environment. It looks like the environment. Now, of course we didn't. Of course we cleaned up for the next person, because we don't have that type of you know, energy. It's just because we are in displacement. This is not our environment, but you're being displaced into a certain environment where this is another person's norm. It is the norm for them to go in there and piss on the floor and not care about their environment, not care, throw things on like, I hate littering. I hate when I see people littering. I hate the fact that it's in a lot of neighborhoods that other people don't care about, you know, don't care about their environment. I love the fact that in certain neighborhoods, you'll see people cleaning up. You'll see, you know, people getting together and making sure the neighborhood looks good. I even go outside sometimes and I will clean up the trash that some of the little kids or somebody may leave around, because I care about my environment. But you're in a place, you're in this being displaced in an environment where other people don't care, or people don't care how it's being treated. And this is the reason why. Because the table, the feast is being prepared, yes, in this environment. So for some of you guys, don't be so quick to get out of displacement. For some of you guys, this is supposed to happen. These people in this environment is supposed to see, they don't believe that anything that's going to happen. They don't believe in a feast being prepared and their dreams being able to fulfill their dreams or fulfill their wishes. They don't believe here. For some of you guys, this table, like I said in the morning inspo, probably I think this was last week or the week before last. Like I said in this that morning inspo, this table, this feast that's being prepared here is going to turn a lot of people into believers. They're going to believe if they can get it, then so can I. And that is the reason why you are in a certain type of placement. Because there's a need for you to turn people into believers. People have to see you eating and feasting so they can say, whoa, there is feast that's given out here in this environment. Some people, there's a person who's lost hope or something somewhere. And in this environment, you being blessed in this environment, it gives this person that, no, this can happen for me too. That is why some stuff like representation is very, very important. A person needs to see themselves doing something. A person who looks like themselves, who may be the same race as them, may come from the same country as them, may be the same, you know, may have the same body type as them, may have the same type of, you know, what do I want to call it, dysfunctions as them. To see them on a screen somewhere doing something that they say, oh, wow, that can happen for me too. And I know that in this day and age, you may think that, oh no, it's the easiest time. It's the easiest time. It's so many people that still look at that person as they came from a different walk of life. They had a different support system. They had a different thing. They had this. They give themselves so many different reasons as to why it can't happen for them. But the fact that you are being put in this place, the fact that you are being placed here in some type of displacement so that the feast can be prepared, it gives a person no excuse. It gives a person this no excuse to think that this can't happen for them. So something definitely can happen for you, okay? Let's see. I never went off like that, and because of the energy of the week, but that's just like I literally just talked about this, of being displaced. For some of you guys, you're in this moment of displacement all for the feast, for your feast, and not only for your feast, but more importantly for the believers. Because you know, it's like each one teach one. Scared, yep. Scared and stuck. There's somebody here that's scared and they're stuck in displacement. And here you go, coming into this environment like you feel like you've been drawn out of the twilight zone. And this is why there's a person who's in some type of area of discomfort, this area of negativity or something like that. And it's something about your feast, your blessings, that is going to give this person this belief to actually believe that it can happen for them. That is all that they need. They just need to believe that it can happen for them. And for some of you guys, you're being put in this area of displacement, and it can be uncomfortable for you seeing another person have their feast. It's because you don't believe yet that it can happen for you. Of course, you dream about it, but do you believe that something can happen for you right then, like right now? Could this be yours? For some of you guys, that's why you're in the area of this confusion, whether it's displacement inside of your mind. It's called cognitive dissonance. It's the things that you're going against your own belief systems because you're seeing someone else. And you may be looking like, okay, well, could this happen for me? Maybe. Even a maybe can cause a lot of commotion going on the inside. But it's the point of outgrowing someone who feels scared and feels stuck and feel trapped here. And this is going to give them some type of perception. For some of you guys, you are going to be that model for someone. For some of you guys, there's people who look up to you, and you're going to be that model for somebody. All right, now. Okay. We are going to be going into the 7 days of the week, starting with Sunday, ending on Saturday. Okay. What is the weekly forecast for Libra? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Got the Two of Pentacles coming out for Monday. You're starting to balance something out. There's something else that you're going to be working on. All right, you have the Seven of Cups coming out for Monday. The Ace of Swords for Tuesday. Ooh, someone's having some truthful communication here. I'll put this up here beside my little plant and my Zola. You have the Three of Wands coming out for Wednesday here. The World card coming out for Thursday. Page of Wands coming out for Friday. And the Knight of Wands coming out for Saturday. And we have the Three of Pentacles. Hard work pays off. All right, hard work pays off. If in the coming weeks, they're saying that The Three of Pentacles is here of a reminder that your hard work is going to pay off. If in the next coming weeks you're going to be having a Three of Pentacles where you're going to be getting like recognized for your hard work, compensated for your hard work, a return in your investment of hard work. It's just like things are definitely coming together. Your hard work is definitely paying off right now, and you're going to be able to see this. Okay, a strategy that you're going to be developing on Sunday will be balance. Number one, the energy of Sunday is going to be balanced. For some of you guys, you're going to be bringing in something new. You're going to be able to balance multitasking, doing different things, but you're going to see a balance in your personal and your work life. This is going to hit especially for those of you guys who felt like that you did need to plan some things out. You did need to kind of like reorganize certain things, especially your time. But I do feel like there's a person who's thinking about adding something in, and it's going to flow gracefully. So it's given like this moment of balance coming into your life, and you're learning some type of new strategy or new skill to help you with this on Sunday. Okay. On Monday, be careful with your illusions, because you're anticipating some type of reactions from another person, and these the anticipation from the actions from another person is coming from your own illusions. So on Monday, be really, really careful, because you can be thinking about something like wishful thinking. Like also, this is like caught in some type of illusion. You're caught in some type of spin, and you're expecting a person to react to you in that way. And I'm given that this person is not going to react to you in the way that your mind could be telling you that a person is going to react. So this would be a great time for you to kind of check yourself, check your thoughts, do some shadow work, get down to why are you believing a certain type of thing, and is this a pattern? When the Seven of Cups come up, you have to realize that this is coming from a pattern. These are these illusions that you've created. Why have you created these types of things? And maybe these things are still here because you haven't asked yourself the questions of, why have I created certain illusions when it comes to this person's actions? This person, why do I expect this person to be so harsh to me? Or why am I expecting this person to be so good to me, when the evidence shows that this person has either been good to me when I'm expecting them to be harsh, or they've been harsh to me when I'm expecting them to be good? There's something else that's sitting in the smoke. And until you kind of look at the smoke for what it is, then you, sadly to say, you'll be in the illusion. But for some of you guys, this person's actions are basically showing you what it really is. And whatever it is, whatever else that it is that you're thinking, that is showing you exactly what it's not. I hope that makes sense. On Tuesday here, you're going to be very, very disciplined on Tuesday. Tuesday may be the day where you start something new. Like this is a new beginning. You're starting something. You're ready. Like you have some type of sort. You have this type of clarity too. You know exactly what you want to do. On Tuesday, there will be some type of moves being made. For some of you guys, there probably will be some type of calls being made or something like that. But on Tuesday, you're definitely going to actually know exactly what it is that you're going to do. And you're going to be putting action in place. So this is really, really disciplined action. This is also fast action. So you may be moving fast. Things may be, you may have a busy day on Tuesday. So but this is given like some type of new beginning. It's almost given like you're starting off. For some of you guys, you may even feel like the start of the week happens on Tuesdays. For some of you guys, that's your day for you, where you feel like, okay, yes, now I can take on the week. And that's what is given, the Ace of Swords here. On Wednesday here, you have the Three of Wands. And this is you kind of like there's a new beginning. You're in the stage of going further beyond your level of either understanding. For some of you guys, we're gonna know more when we clarify. You're going further than your level of understanding, your level of work, your level of love, your level of vulnerability. This is where you're getting to a place where it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable on Wednesday for you. I'm not even going to lie. Because you're going to this place where this ship is coming in. Yes, you've done so many good things. But now, as you can see, the Three of Wands is preparing to leave the grounding that it knows, which is land. It's going on to sea. So you're going into a whole different ball game where you don't really know too much about the sea yet. You know a lot about the land. You got your two wands planted very, very, strongly and sturdy in the land. But with this third wand comes the unknown. It comes the sea. It comes new territory. So for some of you guys, Wednesday may feel very, very uncomfortable for you. Oh, but this is the ship coming in. This is some type of victory. This is some type of success, although something may feel a little bit scary. So you won't know until you get to Wednesday to feel like, okay, what that scary feeling is. For some of you guys, you already know. You could be anticipating this. But this is forward moving action, okay? Forward moving action. Now I can't wait to see what the morning inspo is for Wednesday, because it's like, okay, it's the uncomfortable feeling. You're in different territory, but this is for forward moving action. This is success. This is some type of victory. You are getting you're getting along very, very good, but this is telling you that there's more work to do. A lot of people, they forget about the Three of Wands stating more work to do. You've done this. States this is the return of your hard work. This states that you have done some really, really good things that have brought you to this part. But in order to navigate something on the sea, on a different land, on a different territory, there's going to be more work that you have to do. Okay. On Thursday, you are taking the initiative to kind of move forward. So here you are. You're moving forward. You're taking the initiative to step into fully. You have this Empress that's in the center of attention. That's on the World card here. This Empress is stepping in fully. For some of you guys, you may be stepping in some type of spotlight. You may be stepping in some type of job. You may be stepping in something. This is not you kind of like, well, I'm going to keep one foot here and keep one foot here in case it's safe. No. For some of you guys on Thursday, you're jumping all the way in. You're leaving something behind and you're opening up this new door. And you're jumping all the way in, 2 feet in. Not 1 foot out and one, nope. You're jumping in 2 feet in, like deep diving in something. And this is good. This is you moving to the next level. So that's really, really good for you. On Friday, it looks like you're going to be making compromises with somebody. You have the Page of Wands. Somebody's going to be calling or visiting you, and there's going to be some type of negotiation, compromising strategy type of thing that you'll be talking with another person. It looks like this person probably will be calling you to kind of trying to figure things out, to kind of get some type of plan. I feel like you'll be planning something on Friday. On Saturday, it looks like you're open to new things. So there's something on Saturday you have the Knight of Wands. This is you being open to trying new things, to doing new things. So for some of you guys, you're realizing that something that you put in practice, probably it didn't work. And that's okay. But this is you being in some type of like, okay, we're going back to the drawing board and let me try this. Let me see if I can learn something from here. So for some of you guys, I feel like there's a lot of things that worked. But for some of you guys on Saturday, there's going to be a lot of things that did not work too. And there's going to be some type of adjusting and opening up new doors and seeing what's going on here. So I feel like you're kind of like understanding, replanning something. So I do feel like get that notebook out. Make sure you got you a nice notebook ready, or you got your note app or sticky notes or markers or pretty pens or whatever it is that you need, because you're going to be revamping something. And I do feel like that this could be you kind of like in this Two of Pentacles energy where you're like, okay, I'm trying to balance this to see how it works. But this is a good thing that you are able to kind of open up your mind and try different avenues. So you're going to be trying different avenues to see. You have the Three of Pentacles here, which if you were to do all of these things this week, in the next weeks to come, your hard work is definitely going to pay off. And I feel like Saturday has a lot to do with it, because a lot of the times when we get stuck in something of proving, no, this is going to work, when everything is telling you that it's not working, that's when we get stuck in a certain type of place. Also, this could have a lot to do with some type of displacement of you figuring out. If you weren't in this level of displacement, you wouldn't be able to see that there are other doors. Something is like working like the displacement with like the blessing. It's a blessing in disguise. That's what I'm getting. All right, I'm gonna go into the Gypsy to kind of like clarify a bit with the Gypsy. To see, tell me more about the Two of Pentacles. Okay. So for some of you guys on Monday, you're going to be trying to figure out how to deal with this shocking news. I mean, on Sunday, how to deal with some type of surprise or something like that. There's something that is a surprise, or there's something that you get, and you're going to try to kind of figure out how to deal with it. For some of you guys, there may even be something that you do like just out of the blue, and now all of a sudden you have to kind of like make some type of room for something in your life. The Two of Pentacles is not dropping the pentacle. The Two of Pentacles has to learn how to balance this pentacle. So there's something that's happening that happens out of the blue, and there's a need for you to kind of learn how to balance it. You do have the Star at the bottom of the deck, and I feel like that's very symbolic, because this is success. It's like if you learn how to balance this thing, then you would have some type of success. Okay, if you were to learn how to balance. Like Monday is all about balance, okay? I mean, not Monday, sorry. Sunday is going to be about balance. Tell me more about the Seven of Cups. All right, so you got the clouds in this 7. 777. For some of you guys, you're anticipating the person's actions to be bad. And this is because of something that you've been through. For some of you guys, the fear of commitment is going to hit you on Mondays. The fear of committing to something. The fear that you have to commit to, whether it's a person or it's something. And that is why you're thinking of this thing as bad. You're putting it in your mind as bad, but it's not really bad. It's really your fear of commitment telling you that this thing is bad. For some of you guys, there's a need for you to check why you have the why you have the fear of commitment. Because a person's actions are not going to be what you think they are. For some of you guys, you may be anticipating how a person is going to react to you because of what you said or what you did, or how a person is going to respond, or how a person is just going to act to you, period. This also may be like, for some of you guys, you get a rude awakening that it's not even, it ain't even all that, it's not even that. Something is not, it's not that. Something is not what it is that, something in your head is based off of some type of illusion, and this illusion is based off fear. All right, tell me more about the Ace of Swords. Okay. So you're putting your action into plan on Tuesday here, and this action that you put into plan is something that's going to be a long journey of this success, but it's also going to take a lot of hard work. You also have the Sun here, where something is really going to be really, really good. A long journey of light, a long journey of popularity, a long journey of happiness. Somebody takes great interest in what it is that you're doing, great interest in you, great interest in some type of craft, great interest in some type of action plan or something like that. This is when the plan is in motion, and the plan is going to be in motion, as we can see here, for a long time. And that is why God wants you to get this plan in motion. But also remember, the Ace of Swords is about clarity. This is about truth. This is about honesty. This is about authenticity. Also integrity too. So there's some type of plan that you have been mustering up, or some plan that has been getting worked out. And there's something that's going to go into plan for a long journey. There's something that you're going to be doing for a long time that you may be starting here on Tuesday. All right, tell me more about the Three of Wands. I did see, yep, the star in success. I told you that the Three of Wands is here. And the star is in success. And the only thing that's going to leave you kind of like, I don't know, on Wednesday is that you don't know these people. But look, flames, you're protected. I don't know these people. It reminds me of that, it reminds me of the episode of SpongeBob where Patrick found out that those are not his parents. It's like, I've been spending all day with you guys. Like, oh, I feel like for some of you guys, there is, the only thing that's uncomfortable is that you're going into different territory. And for some of you guys, you have a tendency to not to trust. You've been like, you really like, I don't talk to strangers. I don't trust strangers. I don't whatever. And one of the things that we have to kind of get used to when we start going into business for ourselves, because you have the star in success, when we start to touch elbows with other people, we realize that those strangers, it's certain strangers that help us, that move us along more better than the people, way better than the people that we know. I'm getting there. I didn't say more better. More better blues. There's some people who we don't know that support us way more than the people that we do know. And there's a need for you to get out of some type of comfort zone and be willing to trust people that you don't really know fully. Okay? Or there's some type of ship or success or whatever, something really, really good. You are protected. It's just that you are in a different territory. You are going into different territory right now, and everything looks different, and you're meeting different people, and this is not wrong. This is expansion. Something is not wrong. Something is not you being, for some of you guys, something is not displacement. Something is expansion for you. That's a word for somebody. Tell me more about the world. The world. We have the bouquet of flowers, happy life, extraordinary honors and fame. For some of you guys, you're going to get so much. Like, this is going to be a week, especially if this is your week where you're starting something new. Like, this is your week where I'm going to debut something. For some of you guys, this week is going to go very, very, very well for you. And you're getting these honors, you're getting this fame, you're getting a lot of things, and a lot of things are going to be happening really, really quickly. You do have on Thursday where you're stepping into accepting what it is that you believe that you deserve, what it is that you work hard for, your flowers. You come to a place where you're denying your flowers, where you step fully into accepting your flowers. So for some of you guys, this is not going to be some type of level up when it comes to like career or something like that. For some of you guys, this is a self-leveling up where you have denied all of your honors, all of your compliments, all of your flowers, all of your accolades, and now you fully step into who it is that you are. So on Thursday, it's going to feel real purposeful. Something feels real purposeful. For some of you guys, you're stepping into a whole new tax bracket. You're finally accepting the fact that you are rich. Have you accept the fact that you are wealthy? Like, you are very, very rich and you're wealthy. And there's a need for you to kind of like accept it. For some of you guys, you have major trust issues. You don't trust the people who you are around. And that's probably the reason why you are meeting a lot of strangers. For some of you guys, you have people who betrayed your trust. So many people that are around you, that could be your family. These could be friends. These could be lovers. It's so many people that you have surrounded yourself with, that you are familiar with, that you know, that has betrayed your trust, and that is kind of like stopping you from fully grasping everything that's yours. God wants you to fully step into what's yours. Also, you're being put on some type of, as the center of attention, and you're supposed to be. Something has been a long time coming. A bear in flowers is going to be symbolic on Thursday. Tell me more about the Page of Wands. what are we discussing? So there's some type of children that's being discussed on Saturday. No, this is Friday. On Friday, there's going to be some type of children that's going to be discussed, some type of plan or strategy or something like that. Or you could be talking to a child or something like that on Friday. There's going to be compromises made. There's something has to do with some type of family. For some of you guys, there's a lot of disappointment here. There could be a lot of disagreements here. Family quarrels, but there's going to be some type of negotiating. For some of you guys, this was happening in the past. For some of you guys, there may be someone who try to comes with some type of disagreement or something like that. You already know. You've already gotten some type of sense that a person could still be upset or still aggravated, or there could be some mess going on in between. There's a need for you to have a friendly disposition, gentleness, solution-driven conversation on Friday. It's given that something is going to be a success. It's going to go successful if you have to take the wheel and be solution-driven, okay? Tell me more about the Knight of Wands. Saturday, and look, you got the Knight. The Shepherd indicates a strong love feeling. So for some of you guys, you're realizing that this could definitely have worked. Okay, so this is giving like something really, really works. And I said that there's like you're kind of like getting in the mode, but this is kind of like you lighting the fire and you're like, well, now I want to do this, now I want to do this, and now I want to do that. So this is you kind of like opening yourself up and open doors, and you're really, really falling in love with something or someone. You have the order. So you fall in love with this, and this is really, really good luck. That's something that you're doing it's like, it's really, really lucky. I want to say it's purpose-filled. I want to say that something is a part of your purpose, and like God is happy that you finally found this. Like it was waiting for you. Like something was waiting for you this whole time. Tell me more about the Three of Pentacles. If all things go well in the next coming week, you will be working together with somebody. All right. This is your highest fulfillment. Like you will be working together with a person. You will be doing business with somebody. And this predicts like really, really good fortune, like really, really good. So something is definitely going to go in your favor, and your hard work paying off brings you some type of connection. It brings you some type of collaboration. This is a collaboration that you could have possibly been dreaming of. And this is the avenue for which you get that collaboration. I'm going to clarify really quickly. This was like a hefty reading. Tell me more about the Two of Pentacles and Lightning. The Hierophant. The Hierophant. Okay, so higher wisdom. God comes in and throws something else in your lap. And there's something that you can't quite throw away. So for some of you guys, this could be a new idea, we already talked about this balance coming in. But something is like God-given. Something is, I want to say God-given talent. I want to say something is definitely just God-given. And there's just a need for you to be open. Like God just wants you to just be open. Just take this thing. You have the Knight of Cups here with the Wheel of Fortune. Something definitely changed your life. It changes how you feel about everything. It changes all of these things. And the reason why I feel like for some of you guys, you could have reached a higher level of consciousness lately, or you could have become one with spirit. You could be working on your relationship with God, things like that. And there's something that it changes you, and now all of a sudden it changes everything. This happens out of the blue. You have this Page of Wands coming out, some unexpected. This is some type of, so on Sunday, you definitely will be thinking of how you'll be able to balance something, how you'll be able to bring something. And I do feel like for a lot of you guys, like you'll probably be able to go into something on Wednesday. I mean, not on Wednesday. I keep saying Wednesday. For some of you guys, it's definitely going to be on Wednesday. On Tuesday, Wednesday. But I do feel like on Sunday, you're definitely going to be thinking about this new thing. You get these ideas and you'll start to kind of balance them and see how they work, kind of plan things out. I remember, get your journals, get your planners ready, because you're going to need them this week. Tell me more about the Seven of Cups and this clouds here. So you're confused. You're confused about another person's actions towards you. You're confused on whether you can trust another person's actions. And that's like a hard place. For some of you guys, this has a lot to do with some past things. You have to really do shadow work on Monday here. Let me get another card. Definitely shadow work. Who told you? Who buttered you up so they can do something else? Somebody gave you all these flowers and all this whatever, but beneath the scenes, they were doing something else. That's that person that's making you anticipate other people's action. There's somebody who kind of like buttered you up and told you all the sweet nothings just to hurt you. Look at that. Got the Devil card coming out. This is low vibrational thinking. Okay, so you kind of anticipating that everybody's actions are going to treat you the same type of way that this one person did. This is what's keeping you stuck. For some of you guys, this is the displacement. It's inside, displaced on the inside, because you're kind of in this type of illusion of thinking that everything that comes to you is going to be, as a result, is going to be like everything that comes to you is going to be a reflection of what a person did to you. For some of you guys, you're still fighting this old past demon here that you probably won, probably kicked this demon's ass, okay? But you don't even know it. It's just, it got your mind. And the devil don't need your actions if it has your mind. If it got your mind, if it has you thinking that everything that comes to you is going to be shit because this person gave you shit, it don't need your actions. It got you for a couple times. So there's a need for definitely shadow work on Monday. I think Monday is like the shadow too. Is it? Or is that Tuesday? I'm not sure. But definitely the shadow definitely is going to come out on Monday. You're going to see how someone, unless you kind of get on top of this and you start doing your shadow work, there's a person who you did not trust. There's also a person who you sacrificed for too, and that gave you all of these sweet nothings, and they were actually nothing. Something was nothing. So you're afraid to take compliments. You don't believe when people tell you that you're the best thing smoking. You don't believe when people tell you I love you. You don't believe when people are trying to get like close to you or people are being nice to you. Look at it like, what do you want? What do you truly want from me? It's almost like you see something that's transactional. Now, maybe you were told something, and I was told this too. And of course, when it has something to do with men, that ain't nothing free. It's people don't give you nothing to just give it to you. They want something in return. I got told that when I was younger. Of course, I had to understand that was my parents' way of trying to protect me and not go out there in these boys' faces that had money and this and that and in exchange for, sex. That's all that they were thinking about when we were younger. I'm not sure if the parents are still doing that, but with girls, that is all that everybody was thinking about. That just trying to have sex with you. They just trying to da-da-da, they just da-da-da. So it's like you got to hold on for dear life. But there's something that's here that's telling you that you can't trust a person's good actions. Yes. You see this? The Six of Cups with the Five of Cups here. There's something that happened in the past that you are reliving, crying over spilled milk. It already happened over in the past. You are stuck in the past when it comes to this. This is a past person. This is not the future person. You are judging this person in your future off of your past, and they don't deserve that. Neither do you. There's a need for you to be kinder with yourself. For some of you guys, you're protecting your child. You're doing the same thing. You're protecting your child. You can't believe them. They must want something from you. They're trying to take something from you. They're trying to hurt you. You can't believe that they're truly going to be nice to you, or that they truly like you. And this is weighing down on you. For some, this is causing a lot of the stress that you really want to trust somebody. It's just this big old demon within. It's a demon within that then got big, that they found evidence. You probably had people. Jot those people down. Do some shadow work. You could say something to those people. What would you say? Don't worry, I'm working on a book, y'all. So don't even. For some of you guys, you got the divine masculine. It was a male. For some of you guys, it was a man who did this. It probably was your man. Some of you guys, it was a father. That's the father, right? Some of you guys, it was a father that did this, that you feel like you can't trust. Some of you guys, before you got lied to by a man, you got lied to by your father. Before you got let down by a man or a woman, you got let down by your mom. Before you got ghosted by a man, you got ghosted by your father. And vice versa. There's a need for you to kind of forgive. That's why you can't trust. That's why you can't trust. That's why you can't trust nobody's actions. That's why you don't believe that a person is just doing something out of the kindness of their heart. You feel like a person is doing something in order to kind of get you a certain type of place, or to make you feel like you owe them or something like that. For some of you guys, you have really, like you really guarded yourself in like these trust issues. Got these big, deep trust issues, these deep-rooted trust issues. And the reason why you have those deep-rooted trust issues, because instead of taking your inner child and holding your inner child and picking up your baby and telling your baby that it wasn't your fault, you tell your baby you should have known better. You should have protected yourself better. So now that you think that your baby should have protected themselves better, now you're going about it in the way of protection, of holding this, of being stuck in your thoughts and thinking about all these different ways and these illusions of how people are going to hurt you, and protecting yourself and wearing guards to places where you don't even need guards. Because you, in the gut of your gut, you think your little child, you should have known better. Like, that sounds ridiculous, but that is what a lot of us are thinking. And that's probably why I started the reading the way I started the reading. You did the best you could. You knew all you could know at that moment. You had no idea this person was had an ulterior motive. There was no, of course you were supposed to believe that this person was telling you the truth when you told them the truth. Of course you were supposed to believe that this person was going to be nothing but a friend. Of course you were supposed to. Of course you were. It's not your fault. Sorry for having a little session right there, but it's not your fault. Tell me more about the Ace of Swords with the Railroad. Got the Judgment card. This is going to be a long road, long journey of success. Look at you. You got, like, this is going to be real. This is another godly week, y'all. We've been having these. What y'all been doing in your spare time? For some of you guys, you're leaving behind something and you're getting back into alignment. Look at you. This is the road you're going on. You're taking the path of the King of Pentacles. And this is a path that's going to be a very, very successful path. It's a long journey, but it's a long journey of success. For some of you guys, you've been going on a long journey to try to get to this Ace of Cups. And now that you get to this long journey of going to this this Eight of Cups here, leaving behind something that don't serve you emotionally, you get into this long journey of success. There's going to be some adjustment that needs to be happen here. And you go from the 7 right to the 8. So for some of you guys, you get right out of that inner energy. For some of you guys, this is going to be a breakthrough for you. For some of you guys, you're like, that's me. And I do need to heal that. And look. And this is you getting to the place of the Three of Wands here. This is you getting on the ship and you're going into different territory. For some of you guys, you clothed yourself with this illusion, this fear for so long. Now you get into this water. What is this? What is the water? Your emotions, your feelings, love, vulnerability. Tell me more about the Three of Wands. All right, back in the water, you have the Star. The Star. For some of you guys, there's a person who's ready. You're finally ready for love. Wow. You're finally ready for love for some of you guys on, what day is this? Wednesday. For a lot of you guys, it's this success here. You have the Star twice. The Star twice coming up. So this Star is coming up twice. Wish fulfillment. Some of you guys are going to be, there's going to be a fulfillment of 2 wishes here. 2 wishes. This is to free you. And then he got a star on his head. To free you from this place so you can really, really know what it feels like to be loved, held, nurtured. And it's also in business. For some of you guys, some little spark turns into a wildfire. Just one little spark, one little spark, because it wasn't a little spark. This was God. This is a Hierophant. It's higher intelligence, higher wisdom. All you need is just one little spark. It turns into a wildfire, and it turns really, really fast. And look at this fire. You got the sun. For some of you guys, on Wednesday, you're going to be noticing how this water may be uncomfortable, and I may have to learn a lot about myself and about other people. But it feels good here. Now, we talk about like comfort, it should feel good. No. When you have been, like, think about if you've been born in like toxicity. That toxicity is going to become comfortable to you. You become desensitized to it. So unlearning toxicity becomes uncomfortable. So for some of you guys, you understand that something is uncomfortable, but you feel happy here. You feel fulfilled here. You feel appreciated here. And it's bugging you out because you were just the person. For some of you guys, it can happen in an all-week span. You were just the person that couldn't trust the friend that you've known for years. You were just the person who couldn't trust a neighbor that you've been living by for 10 years. You were just the person who just had these ideas where you couldn't trust the acts of kindness. And these are acts of kindness from people that you could be getting, and why you shy away from those things, and why you look at them as there's something different. I done jacked up my deck, but it's okay. All right. Let's see. Tell me more about the world. The world. Giving a full weekly read here. You have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, all right? So for some of you guys, you're going to turn down something. You step fully into your success. You have the Ace of Pentacles here. So for some of you guys, you may step into something and you may lose some type of money. You may not lose some type of money. You may be turning down some type of money in order to step fully into your craft, in order to do something to do some type of hobby. And you may be turning down some type of money. And yes, this is a lot. For some of you guys, this is a lot of money. This ain't a little bit of money. It's a lot of money that a lot of people lose their dreams in. Okay, but not you. And you doing this, it changes everything. It creates this Wheel of Fortune. You have this King of Pentacles. You feel like I'm on this right path, or you definitely get this. You're still on the path to the Ace of Pentacles. This Ace of Pentacles was going to be given to you from another place. But in order to take this Ace of Pentacles, you had to give up some type of dreams. You had to give up this Eight of Pentacles here, where you're focused on some type of craft or a hobby. You had to give up, in order to get this big Ace of Pentacles, you had to give up something that you are truly inspired and dedicated to. This is a craft or a hobby. And the fact that you did not give into it, the fact that you are not giving into it, you fully close the door and you step into the love and it is that you're being shown from this craft, and you step into it fully, you are still on the path to prosperity. And you don't get this Ace of Pentacles, but what it is, you get the Ten of Cups and the Sun card here, which is better than just financial security. You get emotional fulfillment here. There's something that helps your whole family here. And it turns out to be a bigger ace anyway. Turns out to be something better anyway. For some of you guys, you thought that this was all you wanted, but you actually wanted something more fulfilling. You wanted to be fulfilled when it comes to your career. You wanted to be fulfilled in your career. And that's okay. For some of you guys, this also brings you a lot of love, okay? A lot of love, a lot of success coming towards you. Justice comes to you. Like, everything kind of happens when you decide to choose yourself. When you decide to kind of choose yourself, choose your passions, all of those things. And then, and even bigger, this is when you decide to kind of like let go. Start trusting yourself. Start talking to yourself a little bit better. All right? For some of you guys, the big message for you today is to talk to yourself a little bit better this week. Tell me more about the Page of Wands. So there's going to be some type of compromise, negotiating. Remember, solution focused. And the reason why this probably could be a little bit excruciating today is because there is some type of hidden secrets or something is hidden going on. But justice is going to ring in your favor. And this also, you have the Wheel of Fortune. I've been seeing the Wheel of Fortune a lot. There's something that you've been praying for. There's something that you've been expecting to happen, and it happens. Something happens in a way that's kind of like in disguise. You do have the Moon card, but it happens in disguise. There's a need for you to kind of like be solution-oriented with this conversation on Friday. You have the Page of Swords. It looks like somebody could be like young-minded or okay, so eyes are on you, watching you. This is going to be a test. This is a test here of how you kind of handle something. This test brings you to complete wish fulfillment. There's a need for you to handle this test very, very well, especially when it comes to children here. All right, you have the Knight of Wands, the Knight of the Shepherd, and the Knight of Pentacles here. There's some type of delayed message. All right, so you have this Page of Pentacles with the Emperor here. And there's a person who wants to tell you something on Saturday, but the message could be delayed due to a child or due to something that you learn. But I do feel like this could be due to a child. Someone is definitely coming to you with an intense love feeling, but I feel like somebody delayed a message due to some type of, I don't know if you have children or something like that. Like they wanted to be, but now it's like the delay is over. Someone is coming to you with some type of message. They didn't want to tell you something. Somebody could have been with child, or somebody could have thought someone had a child. This person didn't want to tell you something there. But I do feel like that There's some type of some really, really good news that's coming towards you. Tell me more about the Three of Pentacles with this collaboration that you're going into. There's a start of a new collaboration. You're about to start something brand new. Look where you go. You go from the Five of Cups to the World card. Disappointment to like excelling, like really. You have the King of Swords here. You're prioritizing what it is that you want. Prioritizing exactly what it is that you want. But there's something that takes you out. Like you're crying over some type of spilled milk, and now you've made it to this next level. Like you feel like I'm that instead of you here. It's a total different posture here. You go from like this weak pose to kind of like hero's pose or Superman pose, whatever it is. Warrior pose. From being hurt to the warrior. From being wounded to a warrior status. Okay? Something is supposed to happen in front of somebody, though. All right? So that's your message for this week. I hope this reading resonates. If it does, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up and make sure you guys are subscribed. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.